Hello there, it's Crafty Carol here with my final week 12 of the Christmas countdown. Now actually there's going to be two videos because I think this one might be a bit long. We'll see how we go, but I want to make you this gorgeous little cracker box and the crackers to go in it, obviously. So this is the box. I got the idea from a lovely demonstrator in America called Tammy White, and I've just adapted it a little bit for me. So the box has a clear plastic window so you can see through it, and then in the box we've got 4 crackers, and the crackers all have in them a little motto, a hat and a little sweet. They will fit, these are celebrations actually, and I bought some of these hats and I printed off a whole load of mottos from the internet. I just found some lovely ones. What can you call a polar bear which wears earmuffs? Anything you want, he can't hear you. So that's, we need a good standard of joke for a Christmas cracker, don't we? Anyway, I'll show you how to make them and how to make the box. So as I say, we may well do 2 videos to show you the both. This one used the, which paper did it use? I can't even remember. Sweetest Christmas paper. No, the one I'm going to use is Sweetest Christmas paper. Boughs of Holly paper, I think it was. It's the one with the poinsettias in anyway. And I just fussy cut some poinsettias to make the decoration on top and put some ribbon around the lid of the box. So let me show you how to make it. What you need is, first thing you need is the cracker set. I wouldn't bother making these without a cracker die. This is the lovely, I think it's just called cracker dies, cracker and treat box dies, there we go. So this is the one that cuts out all the crackers, and then you've got lots and lots of different ones that fit all the sentiments. This is the one I've generally used. So that is the first set of dies you want. And then all the bits you need to do the crackers. You need 4 bits of, this is the Sweetest Christmas paper, and I've chosen for all of my crackers, cracker boxes, I've made 3 so far, I have chosen 2 sets of paper, but it's up to you. You could have 4 different sets of paper, 4 the same sets of paper, whatever. Let me show you this one I made. This was using the penguin set, which is rather sweet. From a while ago. This paper is now retired, but again I've used 2 lots of different paper and made a similar box for that one and decorated it with the penguins from that particular set. Anyway, this is the Sweetest Christmas paper, so I've got 4 lots of paper, and these bits of paper are 6, so just the normal 6 sides, by 5 1/4 inches, so one side is slightly narrower than the other, and that is so that these will just fit. So I need to cut these pieces of paper down because these are just 6 by 6, so I can cut them down, keep a strip. You can keep these strips to decorate the centre of the crackers, or you can use a slightly different paper. It's totally up to you. But the size you need, 6 by 6 or 6 by 5 1/4 if you want the slightly smaller pieces. I'm not, because I can't really get it in shot, I'm not going to show you me running these through the big shot. Just a little hint, if you're using just the ordinary DSP, you can run 2 through at once, so that does really help because this die cuts beautifully. So I'll be back in a second with the cut pieces for my crackers, and I'll show you how to put them together. Okay, so here I am back with my cut out cracker bits from the cracker die. Since it's the end of the year, I'm getting tired. So I'll show you how to put those together, which is just, oh, let's move those over there for a minute. You're going to fold in all, these are all folded for you, all the crease lines come out with the die. So I just fold the ends like that. If you can see, these bits go in, these 2 go out. So we'll have these bits in, this out, and this one in, like that. So that's how we fold the 2 ends. Then we fold all the middle bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the crackers very simply fold together by overlapping the 2 end pieces to make one. So they're 5-sided crackers, these. So to use that, just for speed and rapidness, for getting it together, I'm going to do it on the back. It's always better. I'm actually going to use some fast fuse. This is, oh, stuck to me. This is an old fast fuse piece. The new ones are better, but this one will do. I'm just finishing it off just to finish it. Don't want to waste it. So put fast fuse on those. You can use just ordinary Tombow because if you wanted to. And little clue, when you're putting these together, put the end pieces together first. So you line up the scallops on the edge. So putting that one on there, and then I'll put this one on here, and then the middle bit just folds naturally together. So that's the two end bits, and then the middle bit, you can just put your fingers in either end and squeeze, and that's your cracker put together. How simple is that? So to tie the cracker, I haven't quite decided which to use. Don't know whether that's perhaps a bit big. No, they're a bit wide, those. I might just get some twine. So I think I'll use twine for these. I'm going to use the same colour. So I'm going to tie one end first. And I just simply wrap the twine around and tie a knot, which obviously I won't be able to do because I'm doing it on camera. And I could never do anything like this on camera. You could, I suppose, tie a bow. It's actually awkward to tie a bow because these get in the way of you tying the bits of the bow. So I just tie a double knot. These will either be either you've got to undo the knot to undo them, or just pull the end off. And I think for most people it's going to be easiest just to pull or cut the end off. So tie one end, and then we trim those bits. There's not too much sticking out, like that. And then before I tie the other end, I have to remember to put in my little gifts. So what have I got here? Don't want two mottos in there, we'll just cut one. Let's use this one. What's this one? What did one Christmas light say to the other Christmas light? You light me up. Not a great one. It'll do. So I'm just going to put the hat. These are just hats I've bought together with a celebration sweet and the motto. And I'm just going to slide those in from the end and push them down so they don't get caught in the holes. There we go. So just gently pushing those in. That's why it's much easier to have tied one end before you do the other. And then I simply tie a knot at this end as well to make up the cracker. And then it's going to be decorating them. So rather than you watch me make all of these up, because that will take forever, again, I'm going to stop the video and I will come back when I've made them all and show you how I decorate them. Well, before I go, actually, let me just show you, because then I can come back and just do it all. How I actually, things sticking to me. Right, so there's my made up cracker. It's got my sweet and my motto and everything in it, so that's all ready to go for Christmas. So all I want to do now is put on it here just a little greeting. I'm just using Merry Christmas. This is the one from the lovely framed and festive set, which is retiring at the end of the month, which is really sad, but any little greeting will do. I'm using this and I'm going to stamp it in garden green to match the green ones and Poppy Parade to match my red ones. So all I'm going to do, stamp that on some spare bits of card. I think we can probably get 2 off this piece actually. Yeah. So 2 in green. Just clean my stamp. Close up my stamp pad. It's my old one, but it's still working fine. So my Poppy Parade pad. I'm going to do the same with Poppy Parade. Okay, so that's my stamping. That's all the stamping you do for this particular project. Not much stamping at all, but I'm happy with that. So I'm going to cut those out with the little tiny stitched die from the Cracker Treat box set. So that fits beautifully over that Merry Christmas. So I'm going to cut those out and they'll be added to the crackers. And the only other thing to do is I've kept, either you can keep the trimmings off the bits of paper you cut, because you've got 3/4 of an inch off the end of the paper which you can use, or you can get other paper from the set. So I've just used these 2 scraps that I happen to have, because I like to put a little band around there. And the way I do that, oh, I just found some white ribbon, that might have done, but never mind, I've used twine now. I cut 2 pieces, roughly 2 centimetres, something like that. So one there, and a second one. I want them the same size, so That's why I'm cutting them. And the same with the red, we'll have 2 centimetres for those as well. So you can use the same pattern, or I use, as I say, I use the alternate one. And I think I've got the choice now, having used these. Do I put colour with colour, or do I put opposite colours? I think I'm going to use colour with colour. And all I do to fit these round is I start at one of the joins, and then I just bend the band round till it meets. If you squeeze across that joint, that tells you how long the band needs to be. Where is, just lost my scissors, I had them a second ago. There they are. So let me just do that again to make sure I've got it right. So you bend it round, yeah, and you want to overlap by one of the panels. So that's my overlap, so that's the bit I cut off. So then all I need to do is put some fast fuse or Tombow, doesn't matter again. And we'll start there, so that's the bit with my glue on, so that's going underneath. Wrap it round and secure it across. There we go. So that's my little belly band, and then when these are cut out, I'm just putting those on there. So I'll go and just finish all of the rest of the crackers and put them all together, and then you'll see them all, and then I'll show you how to make the box. Back again in a minute. Okay, so here's the 4 crackers. I've just got to stick the label on this one. So I just look for the bit that hasn't got anything wrapped around the front bit, a little bit of Tombow in the middle, and simply stick that on. So there are all my crackers, my 4 lovely crackers. So now to make the box. So see how simple those are, and there's some great jokes